Hi, welcome to Your Black World News. I'm your host, Roosevelt Mitchell III. So parents in the Chicago Heights School District are suing the school because of discrimination in their drug testing policies. Parents are suing Marian Catholic High School for discrimination, alleging that their drug testing policies are flawed and are discriminatory against African Americans. 4 black students were expelled because they tested positive for cocaine, 2 male and 2 female, but when they went and did independent tests, they all were clean. So their attorneys are alleging that the hair follicle testing that is used by the lab that is employed by the school is flawed because it usually comes back positive, a false positive, for people with dark, coarse hair, ultimately black people, which instantly makes the testing racially biased. Also, according to their lawyer, white students are given another opportunity to take an independent test when they test dirty or their tests come back positive for drugs, when African Americans on record has not been given a chance to do that. Once their tests come back positive, they are expelled or suspended. So ultimately, the parents and their attorneys want the schools to stop using this drug testing policy and also implement something to where all of the students who were tested positive and who has been expelled can come back and do an independent drug test to clear their name or to get back into school. How scary is this? The tests are flawed for coarse and dark hair, but so just think that your child is going on college visits, made a 30 on the ACT or a high score on the SAT and is an athlete and has a scholarship, come subject to mandatory drug testing, name gets pulled, test positive for cocaine, never use drugs, and don't even have the chance to use an independent study to clear his name to say, hey, well, something may be wrong with your drug testing because this independent one is clean, right? So conspiracy theorists, I wouldn't even use that term in this particular sense, because if they're employing a certain lab and this has been happening time and time again, then why not be able to use an independent lab or bring somebody in independently? Because when you're dealing with kids' futures and kids' lives, you can't go with the cheapest route. Okay, we want to drug test everybody and it's going to cost X amount of dollars, but to save money, we're going to go with this one company, right? Because you pretty much get what you pay for, and that one company might have a flawed system or might be cutting corners in order to give you the player price, as people say, right? So that's not what we should use or adhere to. And I don't know the specifics pertaining to that, so I can't say that's what it is. But it sounds like from the lawyer's perspective and the things that I have read that they just want to stick with this one company for some reason, right? So we don't know if it's a buddy-buddy system or if they're hooking somebody up. But what we do know, per the lawyers, is that it shows a false positive towards people with dark and coarse hair. So if I was a parent and my child got suspended, and I would say the same thing, like, hey, this has been happening, so we need to sue you all just so you can stop doing this to my child and to other people's children, ruining their futures, and maybe use an independent study. So why are you so opposed to an independent study is the next question. If you tell a parent their child tested positive for cocaine, why would the school district be concerned with a parent spending their money to get an independent drug test for their child? Now, I'm not saying one off the shelf at Walmart or the dollar store. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about in the actual lab, where you may not even use hair follicles. You may use blood, right? Or you may go somewhere else and use hair follicles. I don't know, but I just don't see no problem with that. I don't see that as being problematic if someone wants to spend their own money and do an independent one. It's sort of like bringing in an independent contract inside the schools to do work. Same concept. So, but I would love to hear what you all think about this. So please leave a comment in the section below. And until next time, my friends, be blessed and be encouraged.